Hello, good to be with you again. Psalm 121, beautiful scripture verse. It means so much to us who live in the Rocky Mountains. I will lift up my eyes to the mountains. From where shall my help come? My help comes from the Lord, who made heaven and earth. He will not allow your foot to slip. He who keeps you will not slumber. Behold, he who keeps Israel neither slumbers nor sleeps. I love that passage there. It talks about the safety of the believer, but it takes it to another level. It lets us know that even though there might be seasons where it appears as though God is asleep, he never sleeps. Not just for us personally, but he gives to us the example of Israel. When we think about what's happened in our day, what we are able to see, after 2,000 years of Israel being scattered around the world, there were promises that said that God would bring them back from the nations and restore them to their land. Every year during the time of the Passover, the Jews would say, next year in Jerusalem. There was a recalling of the promise of God, and God, who does not slumber, is the one who fulfilled his word. I'm thinking about times in my life where it felt as though I hadn't seen God's divine coincidences or his activities in my life. I felt sometimes like when I prayed during an entire season, it was all feelings, but I felt like my prayers weren't getting through. And then I would discover that God would answer. And when he answered, I would hear about things that he was doing the entire time. While I thought he wasn't active, he was never inactive in my life. When we think about the nation of Israel, we can look at them today and say, God was faithful to them. But the God who watches out for you is the same God who watches out for Israel. How safe and secure are we in that promise? So today, I'm praying for all those of you who are feeling as though, Lord, I've not seen the divine coincidences in my life. I feel as though your activity is not as evident right now. I pray for you right now. Hold on to the promise of God, declare the promise of God, and that even the way the nation of Israel did not exist one day, and then in 1948, the nations voted for Israel to exist, and it fulfilled the promise of God that a nation would be born in a day. I pray the same thing for you, that one day you're going to get up and the promise of God that you're holding on to will become a reality and you'll see it with your eyes. God bless you today.